baby! Outnumbered over time. Okay, so we buried the lead a little bit. Last night, 4 of the 5 of us were together. Okay, give Kennedy her iced tea. So
that was a battle right
there. You
there.
all right, girl? Kick her shoes off.
I'm okay.
It's a war.
My arm will go back in its socket soon.
Oh, my gosh. They were trying to get her iced tea. So the 4 ladies on the couch were together last night for our digital broadcast.
The strategy room.
Fox election. I called it Fox election, the social edition. So, Tucker, you missed a lot of fun. It was really, really fun. No rules, I mean,
How long was it?
Wild. It was 2 hours.
Whoa.
No commercial breaks, no bathroom breaks.
So it was
nothing.
like 4 hours, right?
You went straight
It was
through
like
for 2 hours.
Survivor, Fox News edition.
Imagine. Anyone get voted off?
No, Jesse Waters was there.
No, Jesse came close.
Tom
Yeah, they
Actually,
thought they would.
Tom came a little bit close when he announced, he doesn't understand what an embargo meant, and he announced Colorado before Megyn Kelly and Brett Baer did.
Was he like reading the exit polls?
He's like, oh my God, guys! He goes, Colorado! And the Republicans just said Colorado. We were all like...
And our executive producer, reporter was like, guys, we want to wait until I give you the go-ahead. Tom Harris is going to announce the races. And it was so funny. He goes, oh, well, why is that? And I said, well, you know, Tom, every now and then, that exit poll, those things aren't always right.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes you'll jump the gun and then you'll have to walk it back.
And it violates the agreement of the news organization.
And it's hard to walk that back.
There's that. Like, you signed papers saying
I was trying to go gentle. I didn't want to completely scare him. But one of the things you missed last night, I thought it was particularly fun, was to hear kind of the personal stories about election night. So I wanted to kind of go around. Kennedy, what was your favorite moment last night?
Last night it was talking to the reporters for as long as we did.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, because talking to Ed Henry and James Rosen.
Tell them what you said to my command. Was it James Rosen that you said that?
So Rosen was in Kansas at Greg Orman's victory party, and so I asked him, I said, if Roberts is Paul and Orman is John, then who's Yoko? And
and he's the perfect person to ask.
You have to ask him that. So he talked about the discord among voters, and he said that's.
So why was he the perfect person?
Because he's obsessed with the Beatles.
And
because
he's one of the world's experts.
And I was like, wow. No, I guess he's really into the Beatles.
His kids are named after the Beatles.
No, and
that's true.
James Rosen's like the smartest person in the world.
No,
yes,
and
he's smart. He is. That's absolutely.
The more you talk to him, the more. Plus, he's like a brilliant artist too, and a cartoonist. And
really?
Oh, I have framed
I didn't know that.
paintings of his in my office. He's unbelievable.
Is there anything James
very smart,
Rosen
very
cannot do?
He's amazing. He's
Is
a Watergate
this why the
expert.
administration is spying on him?
I would
He's like James Bond.
I can kind of see why. Actually.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it took him 17 years to write his Watergate book.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
17 years.
Well, he is acknowledged as one of the world's experts on Watergate.
He's incredible when it comes to Watergate.
It took him 17 years?
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's like a word a week.
Yeah, he wrote by hand in the sand. And unfortunately, the tide kept washing that prose away.
Oh, James Rosen.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. That was such a rich moment last night. It was really fun. What was your favorite moment?
I actually loved not having the commercials. I mean, I'm not used to that. Just being able to sort of talk through it and bounce off the reporters and not have to go to break. I feel that having that continuity with all of us, and that was new for me, and I actually loved that part of it.
Yeah, I liked it when Charles Payne finished up his hit from the Fox Business Network, because he was talking about what Wall Street would be doing today, and he was spot on. I mean, a lot of what he was,
Charles is so
kind of
smart.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, it's so weird because he literally was this close, but they shot us in boxes. And in the studio where we were, they have a big camera that can, the jib, as we call it, go on. I said, can we just take a shot and show how close we are together? And then he decided to come over and hug and kiss everybody. On camera. It was really a moment.
Did you get a sense of just how tall he is?
Oh, he's a tall dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were in tall chairs and he was still
I
taller
have
than
him
we were.
on my Fox fantasy football team.
Oh,
Does he
would
play
win.
football?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's fantasy. It's fantasy football.
But if
All
you
right.
win, you're
So
at Fox.
Kennedy was getting a pedicure last night during the show.
Really?
Well, sometimes you have to multitask.
Totally
I
agree.
didn't room under the table.
What color did you decide on?
I did rainbow sparkles.
Right, we talked about
Yeah, a
that.
different color on each.
But the rule is never talk about your feet on the air.
What?
Why?
No, just show
don't
them.
I didn't know
don't
that.
ever do that. Don't ever do that.
Why?
It's about
Tucker has a fetish.
No, I actually I don't. And I would admit it. I always admit stuff like that. But no, I don't. But a lot of people do. I've had a couple of female co-hosts over the years who made the mistake of mentioning their feet on the air, and that was just
Really?
it. Oh my
True.
gosh.
It's true.
Really?
Right? It is
We've
true.
had this discussion during commercial breaks about some of the people who follow us on
Yeah.
Twitter with their little, what do you call
the motorcoms?
Motorcoms with high heels and feet and shoes. And then people actually tweet us and say, like, can you twist your ankle around?
No, you bring the creepers out.
Can you take a shoe selfie? That's the big one.
A shelfie, and then can you have your heel dangle?
Oh, yeah, the shoe dangle off.
The shoe dangle. There's a lot of...
so you've dealt with this.
Oh, yeah.
So Gina C. Maddox writes...
Dealt. That's a past tense. I am dealing with it right now, Tucker. Right now.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a whole subculture on leg adjustment.
I'm so embarrassed on behalf of all men.
That's weird.
There are slow motion videos online of Kimberly Guilfoyle and I. It's called Leg Duel, and our uncrossing and crossing our legs set to Wham's Careless Whisper, but not the real one.
The sexy saxophone guy?
The instrumental version.
Wow.
It's like na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
So why are you watching yourself on YouTube?
We found it. I don't know. Kimberly and I found it on Christmas Day. Someone sent it to us.
And that is a gift that keeps on giving.
Gina C. Maddox writes in my Twitter feed, Harris, the ladies are nearly punch drunk giddy today. Harding, everyone.
What's wrong with Harding?
Well, I think John Scott felt left out.
Well, John Scott, when we had to give him some in the studio when I've been on the show.
But here's how giddy we really are from being
Fridays.
up late. I tossed to John Scott so he could tell us what was coming up on happening now in the TV version of us. And Tucker goes, didn't he just win Florida? I'm like, Tucker, you need to get some sleep, dude.
I do.
It's Rick. It's not just...
I know. I was like,
God,
shouldn't he be in Tallahassee?
He uses a pseudonym when he runs for office.
But he's an anchor by day.
Exactly.
And he's Rick Scott by night. So you dropped a little knowledge on us today. That if
I did?
Back at 18, you do every day. But we were talking about Sarah Blair, the 18-year-old now in West Virginia, who is the youngest lawmaker in the nation right now. You said, I might have run too when I was 18.
Oh, I loved politics when I was...
Do you think you'll run now?
And was a total geekazoid.
You would be such
Would
a
you
good
do it now?
politician now.
No.
Why?
Remember how I said I was boy crazy and I would do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd pass the vetting process.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Can you be a lot more specific?
I like my job. I would have to leave all of you people, and that's just not happening. This is a lunchtime love sandwich, and I am going to eat it every day. I'm not going anywhere to run for office.
Some days
did you hear how quiet we just got when she said she was boy crazy?
I was just kidding.
We were waiting
I know,
for details.
but I'm just like,
Tucker was
there's
just
no like
glued.
Kim Kardashian.
I'm like going
video.
through my
Calm
single guy
down,
Rolodex
Harris.
of who I can put with. I'm like, no.
No, I'm just teasing. I'm just pulling your leg.
Dropping knowledge, hashtag pulling my
Tucker
leg.
has a
I'm
big
so
smile.
gullible.
Tucker's imagining what could
No, I
be
can't
out
get past
there.
the lunchtime love sandwich.
Yeah,
and I want
you
to
didn't
keep
know?
eating it.
Yeah.
It's a hashtag. It trends on some days. It's kind of funny.
Especially when people are extra hungry.
Do you feel fed
I'm
from
going to watch more
lunchtime love
TV. I
sandwich?
love it.
Do you feel giddy?
I do. I'm overtired. I said that to you before we even started the show. I said anything can happen because I haven't slept, and you kind of.
You were really boisterous on the show today.
I get, when I haven't slept, it's just and just more energy.
Points, and I love how Jedediah, she fights crime while she talks.
I'm Italian. Come on. Sicily, Naples. I've had people on Twitter say that. Like, what's
Really?
I'm like, look, this is part of my brand.
I love it.
I don't have
I know you were doing this, and I was like,
I love is
like,
when you slip into the Brooklyn accent.
you do. I miss that.
Sometimes I do that.
Today
I've been on
do it.
Independence.
Do it.
And I don't know if I can out you, but you were talking about one of your past ventures that you had starred in a musical production of sorts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, gosh,
And then
now you have to
Then
say.
all of a sudden you were like, yeah. And there's one time I was like,
Oh my God!
oh my
It's like
God.
the Clintons when they slip into their act.
Wait, you got to show us. What was this musical production?
It's like, no, I'm from Staten Island, so like
I didn't know
that's
that.
natural for me to do. When I'm on TV or when I'm giving a speech, I sort of lose that. I didn't work to lose it. I just lose it naturally. But if I get mad
never heard
or
it.
really passionate about something, like maybe if Hillary runs, you're going to hear it a lot because I'm going to
Really?
oh yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Hillary's running. Give it to us.
I can't do it on cue,
Like
but
British
you
people
do
when
hear
they
it.
sing. Why do they lose their accent?
They do.
Why does Madonna
Why
have a
does
British
Madonna have one?
accent?
Exactly. Why does Madonna?
Because she's
sing?
from Michigan,
If
of course.
you watch the old Rock the Vote video where she's like, I've never voted, and
now she's like,
makeup
I
on,
want to
that's so
vote.
funny. And she's
What?
got like the thickest, most annoying Midwestern accent, and then all of a sudden she's like, Well, I really love doing some dance remixes, perhaps with Calvin Harris. Fine thing to do.
Why do they lose their British accents, music expert? Tell us why.
Why?
It's the intonation of when you sing. It's what your mouth does for extended periods. It's like, oh, it's like, it doesn't make sense. You would go nasal if you pronounce the R's in the way that
It's true. Stutterers lose their stutter when they sing, too.
Peter
I didn't know that.
Elvin.
Just sing all the time then.
They do.
Peter Elvin wants to know when I'm going to run for Senate. Oh, no, Peter. They don't want anybody who would say what she really thinks.
I think they
I
do.
think they do.
And I get paid not to do that. I'm a
Harris.
journalist. So people would be like, oh, my goodness gracious, look at her. She's so passive-aggressive.
James Rosen should run, I think we've decided on this couch today.
Right?
Drafting
James lives in D.C. He could only be shadow senator.
Kenny Scott Brown it and put his carpet in a bag and
And go where? We're surrounded by
New
like
Hampshire.
this crazy stick. Sure.
You know what? You bring up something, though, just to go back into politics. What are your thoughts about that Scott Brown race? There were some funny things said on set last night about, I think it was Tom Shalhoub said that now we know that New Hampshire is part of Massachusetts.
But Massachusetts went red last night.
Yeah.
But that's not funny. It's sad. I mean, it was a great state, and they should have built a wall. And I said this years ago with concertina wire and dogs and
What about the
not
Free State Project?
A wall, like a Berlin Wall?
They were invaded by Massachusetts, just as Vermont was also a solid state, was invaded by New York. And all these like unreasonable people fled their state, which they'd already destroyed, to a new state, which then they destroyed. And it's happening.
Can we do that in New York and maybe get them to flee here to go to Connecticut or New Jersey? Like all the unreasonable New Yorkers? That would be amazing.
But they've done that. Florida, Vermont, and now
Florida's a big
just give me a
problem.
word for it. New Hampshire was a great state 20 years ago. And now they have to import a guy who's not even conservative to be their Republican.
But he looks good without his shirt on.
No, he's a nice guy. I'm not attacking him, but like...
All right, then.
Sorry.
Okay. Boy, this has been fun.
sexism, don't be,
Come back soon.
straightforward,
We miss you
please.
when you're not here.
I love being here.
Yay.
Thanks for having me.
Lots of love for you on the
we
live
heart
chat,
you,
by the way. So many of the people who watch us here online were watching us last night, so we do heart you all. Thank you for being with us each day. We love what we do, being with you. We'll see you for the TV version tomorrow at noon, outnumbered, and then right after here online. Have a good one.